So if you've followed me here on the channel for a while, you know we've been talking about needing one thing in the crypto market to really get stuff kicking off and popping. And that was a buying event. We need something to stimulate activity, to create accumulation. And we got exactly that on this major news yesterday. And this obviously caused ADA to just absolutely explode, blow through the roof, and in fact, get to some record levels in terms of activity. And now we might be looking at just distant memory when it comes to 60-cent ADA. We're going to talk about that as well as something that does need to be addressed in terms of BTC, because I know there's concern around this. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So we're definitely seeing some volatility from ADA today. That's not surprising at all. We've talked about that a bunch. And frankly, what really got ADA going here was a lot of things. Okay, we were sitting on top of major conviction in terms of ADA, and we had this major suppression taking place. Shorts trying to beat down on price, everybody trying to push assets down. But the problem is then we got into short liquidations. We got into massive accumulation taking place, FOMO ensuing, and that caused ADA to have one of the largest daily candles it's I think ever had. This is definitely the largest daily candle in this bull market cycle so far. And it was a very exciting sign for what might be coming as the week goes on. Now, again, we're just going to have to let things play out. I'm not making any moves right now. I've had people ask me, oh, have you dumped any ADA? Nope. I'm just sitting on my bag. I'm just patiently waiting. And now I think that ADA needs to be looked at in a very different light. It's very different than it was just 48 hours ago. And the reason why I'm saying that is what we were looking at back here. What we were sitting on in this range of like 58 to 62 cents was major conviction from holders. ADA, believe it or not, it's one of the longer held assets in the space. It's one of the most convicted group of people, and they frankly don't want to dump their assets. All right. So we were sitting on that major level of conviction. Well, now you just had an influx of new people that are excited about what this can mean for ADA price, excited about what a spot ETF can mean for ADA price. There is going to be a big impact from this as time goes on. And again, I'm going to talk about that in a different video here, but we're likely to not see 60-cent ADA again. All right. This isn't to guarantee your financial advice or anything like that, but everything, like I've talked about, has just changed. And now we're going to be talking about higher activity, probably higher price points in terms of the crypto market in general. And really what's helped ADA get up to these ranges is some insane levels of trading volume, record levels of trading volume, $11.14 billion over the last 24 hours. That I believe that's the highest trading volume day here in this bull market so far, but it's one of the highest trading volume days of all time. Just for a little bit of context, back on February 27th of 2021 is the record. It was over $17 billion. And if this level of activity continues through the day, we might be talking about a new all-time high in terms of trading volume. That's a very, very big deal. And what's really helping with this a lot is the Cardano ecosystem is just bouncing around like crazy. You can see many assets up, 40, 50, 80, 100%, right? Many of these doing incredibly well because there is now excitement. Excitement has ensued. Daily active users have almost doubled. I mean, there's a lot of things that right now are really helping move ADA to higher highs. These are very exciting things. Now, let's talk about BTC for a second, because I know some people have concern about this. So we can see BTC is right on the edge of its trend here. It's trying to make this breakout like we were talking about in some of the earlier videos. And people have some concern over this big CME gap that has been created. This is the wonkiest looking Bitcoin futures chart I've ever seen, because what we have is a CME gap to the downside that happened from basically Monday to Tuesday of this week, last week, sorry. And then now we have this massive CME gap to the upside. And some people are saying, oh yeah, we have to go back down and close this, just as they were saying, oh, we have to go back and close this. We don't have to close any of these, right? We didn't have to close the one back here. We don't have to close this one here. And frankly, what's interesting is I had to look through the charts to figure out the last time we had something this strange. And it was all the way back in March of 2023. And in fact, what we did was something very similar to here. We had a CME gap from Wednesday to Thursday. We dropped down. We actually almost closed this CME gap all the way back here in January. And then we had a CME gap to the upside that just sent us. We never actually closed these gaps down here. Okay. I'm not saying this is going to play out the same way, but what you need to know of is, yes, there is a high likelihood that CME gaps get closed, but they do not always get closed. And in fact, what we're going to get into this week is probably a lot of excitement across the crypto market. Institutional players haven't gotten to get their piece of the pie yet. We already started to see some buying take place on Friday. I would not be surprised if that continues this week. Maybe we see some manipulation to try to push things down. But what I have to say is that I'm hoping people are smarter than that now. I hope people realize what's happening, because now that the news is public, they're going to try to do anything they can to get you to dump your position further, right? If we see a retracement on ADA, if we see a retracement on other assets, don't be fooled by it, because the future just got incredibly bright. The sun is shining through the clouds right now, and we have been shown the path for where things want to head in this space. All you need to do now is just have conviction. You've won, right? We're the innovators. We're the early adopters. We're the first, 5-6% of the world in crypto. What's it going to look like now that things are going to be accelerating towards 10, 15, 20, 50% of the world? It's going to be absolutely incredible. That's a lot of capital. It's a lot of adoption that takes place. That's a lot of movement in terms of ADA. And frankly, some of these prices in terms of BTC, in terms of ADA, in terms of XRP, in terms of ETH, they may be left behind. They might just be distant memories now. This is going to take time to work itself out. Yes, there will be volatility along the way, but you should be excited nonetheless. If you bought at 60-cent ADA, legend, absolute legend. And I hope that everybody's excited about what is to come. So I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.